Hey guys, Leon here. Now, throughout the year, I've commissioned and made requests to several artists. So, this is pretty much me saying thank you. Thank you all so much for using your time to help Leon and a few others become more than a pony generator picture, or even just an idea in my head, or even giving them a form from just a few words of a story. So, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. So, since I don't feel like paying them was a good enough thank you, and I simply can't say it enough, this video is going to showcase all the artwork that has ever been made for me. And, as a bonus, I'll even tell you guys a bit more about them as we go. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, this may surprise a few of you, but Leon Netsis was not my first OC. First pony? Yes. But the first character I ever created was a wolf anthro named Leon. Now, I first created Leon for my first story series titled Sirians Story. The story focused around him as he traveled an unknown world filled with magic and danger, along with his friend Linda. Unfortunately, I stopped writing it after about 7 short chapters, but that didn't stop my good friend and amazing artist, Ren Valeria, from making a couple pictures of him. Now, Ren had helped to motivate me many times to continue the story, but I just couldn't get the feel for it anymore. I'm not sure entirely what happened, but every time I try to continue chapter 8, I just kind of freeze up, hoping something would give me an idea to move the story forward. You can still find it on DA, but I wouldn't recommend it. You can see so many mistakes in those chapters. It's obvious it was done by an amateur. Now we have the one that you see every time you visit my channel, Leon Netsis. Leon Netsis was a character I first made while playing Gmod. Pony Theater with Pony Creator, decided to play around with it a bit, then after a while I decided to make one that I thought would like me. Thus, Leon Netsis was born. And trust me, deciding to call him that was not easy for me to do. Leon Netsis is pretty much my main username. If you see Leon Netsis running around on some MMO, odds are it could be me. It took months though before I could start saying he was a full character. I kept wondering what his cutie mark should be, considering I never really thought that I had a special talent. As time went on, my mind started making a reason for him to not have one. So, Netsis was made as his darker half, a pony with two personalities fighting for control. After all, if you can't even figure out yourself, how can you even obtain a cutie mark? Now, I have been working on a story for him as well. Currently I have 3 chapters, if you count the prologue. Basically, when Leon was a foal, Netsis had taken control and ended up destroying his hometown. Alone and angry with himself, he traveled to the Everfree Forest, the perfect place for a monster like him. He stayed there for a few years until he was found by Luna, who offered to take him to Canterlot and help him maintain control over Netsis. 4 years after that, Luna sent him to Ponyville to stay with Twilight so that he could study for a way to get rid of Netsis once and for all, while supervised by another princess in case anything happened. He currently travels across Equestria with his pet bat Echo, searching for the answer of how to finally get rid of this burden that had always been upon his shoulders. Alright, next up we have my bat pony Duskquill. Dusk here spent quite a lot of time as just an idea in my head. Most of his design, aside from the cutie mark and eyes, goes to the incredible artist Daring Ashia. Dusk is pretty much an adventurer and tends to let his curiosity get the best of him. With him, he carries a few books around and a special quill that was a gift from his mother that is enchanted to never need ink. One of these journals is his Book of Names, his list of all the ponies he's met in his adventures. After all, what's the point of traveling if you can't even remember the ponies you met? Now, with Dusk, something happened that I thought wouldn't happen with any of my OCs. He got shipped. First, a friend of mine on Skype made this because he was just like, oh, I have a bat too. We should ship them. They'll look adorable together, etc., etc. Then, during a role-playing session with a friend on Facebook, this happened. Meet Wolfie, a hyperactive wolf pony who loves to fly and have fun. I have to say, I did not expect them to get along so well. Not to mention, they looked freaking adorable together. Anyways, on to the final one. Now, my last OC I have to share with you is my dragon pony, Ember. Now, unlike the others, I had no plans for her at all. None. A few months before I received her, a friend of mine who had been doing some of Leonetz's picks was having a contest of sorts. Best bat story in Cutie Mark gets Dragon Pony. Now, I've always liked the whole hybrid pony stuff, so I tried and failed. Later that same day, he posted another one while I was heading to work. I messaged him asking how long that one would be open. He responded telling me it would only last for a few hours or so. So as I walked, I got an idea for it and started writing it in the post. Once again, I lost, but he told me not to worry. He was making one more that night. I told him I was working. He seemed to really like the stories I had made for the others and offered to make me a dragon pony anyways when he had time. A few months passed and I forgot about it until I suddenly get a message from him with this picture of her and him saying sorry it took so long. So, that wraps all of that up. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. You got buttons to click below. And I really enjoyed doing this. So if you have any artists you'd like me to give a shout out to, or maybe you just want me to ramble about your OC, leave it in the comments below. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys later.